to go over the basics of what I've learned so far from Alight Motion, and I'm going to just teach you how to make something really quick and easy. So you guys can learn with me as well, and I can pretty much show you guys how to make an edit. So let's just open up Alight Motion first. Okay, so once you've opened up Alight Motion, you guys can see this immediately pops up here. And we're just going to go ahead and tap on the plus button, and here we have project and element. We're just going to go ahead and tap on project, and here we see some of our ratios. This is the one that we would use for YouTube. This is the one that we would use for Instagram. So here I'm going to just click this tutorial. And then resolutions always for me is going to be 1080p. And then my frame rate is always going to be 30 FPS, and my background is always going to be transparent. This is some settings that you can go ahead and change if you guys like. Then we're going to tap create project. Once we have that, we can see immediately everything pops up here. Here we have our screen where we can see what we've done so far. Let's go ahead and switch this here. This button here allows us to create to copy and paste layers and also duplicate something. If you guys can see that, I have nothing, so it obviously shows it like this. Okay, so here we have shapes, and shapes you can use them as mask, or you can use them in your project to create background. You can pretty much do whatever you want. Image and video, here we have our images, our video, our audio, anything you guys want to add. Then we have audio here, where if you have songs on iTunes or anything like that, you can use. And lastly, we have elements. On my elements, I use them as my overlay. So here's one of my overlays that I have, just so they're reachable instead of me having to search for them. So I just put them on elements. I don't know what elements is yet. Freehand drawing, that is really explainable, self-explanatory. Pretty much, you can just draw whatever you want. Let me delete that. We have vector drawing and text. Text, you can also import your fonts. I would show you guys how to do that, but that's not the point right now. So just go ahead and just explain a couple stuff, and hopefully you guys can do a tutorial with me, or if you guys want, I can show you guys more about Alight Motion. So here I'm going to go ahead and always like start off with my audio, with what the audio I want to use. So if I go here to video saver, once you have that, you guys can see this option here that says extract audio. You don't even have to click on it. It should immediately pop up once you've done that. So I just tapped on extract audio. Now we're just going to tap on our video, and we're just going to go ahead and delete that. Up on the screen is the trash bin. And we should have our audio. Tap on your audio and click on this volume button, because for some reason once you export it or you extract the audio, it just removes the volume completely. And I'm just do this to a 20. Let's just go with 25, 30. Okay, so we have our audio here. I am not going to use all of this audio, so I'm going to go ahead and trim it down. And here we have some options. So I'm actually just cutting in between the playhead. Okay, why did I just click on that? So let's just go to about 30 seconds. Okay, once we have our playhead set, which is the little white line there, once you have it set to where you want it, you can go ahead and trim it either to this side. Okay, this keeps moving, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a little marker there once I edited this. So you put it on this side, you can immediately just crop the left side. Is it the left side? I don't know anymore. Is it? No, the right. Okay. I'm trying to explain this as best as I can, but I really can't. It's really hard for me. So if you just tap, so once we click this button, it'll just trim everything in the half in between. Once where you have the playhead, it'll just trim everything. It will not delete anything. So when we click this button, it'll delete everything that is on the right side of the playhead, and it'll keep everything that is on the left side of the playhead. So once I click this button here, you guys can see that it deleted everything that was on the right side of the playhead, and it kept the rest that was on the left side of the playhead. On this side, it'll remove the part we had here, and it'll keep the part we had on the right side. Okay, and then if you go in the middle, let's go here. And you go in the middle, it just pretty much trims it both for you, and you can just choose to delete it by yourself, which is more harder and more work, I guess. Not really that much work, but it's just work. Okay, we have our audio set. Now let's go ahead and choose our background. So for my background, I'm gonna go ahead and go to Pinterest, my folder that's Pinterest. I'm just gonna go ahead and choose a background, and we're just gonna go ahead and click on the plus button here. Okay, let's go ahead and click the plus button. Once we have added this, we're gonna click. Actually, I'm just gonna rotate it a little bit. So I just tapped on this icon here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and rotate it by clicking on this part here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and go to and click fill screen. Okay, once we have that, we can click the exit button and we have our background. You guys can see that our audio is larger than image, so we're gonna tap on our background here, and we're just gonna grab this arrow here. And we're just dragging this arrow here to expand it. And here we can see the end duration and all that good stuff. So you're trying to make it to 3 seconds. So you just press and hold. You can't just tap on it and drag it. You have to press on this corner here, and then you just drag it. My stomach keeps growling. Hopefully you guys can't hear it because it is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a cookies and eat that right now. I haven't had breakfast. Okay guys, so I am back now. I made 2 cookies, so I should be good for at least a video. So I can go ahead and eat breakfast right after this video. So we have it set, everything, we're good to go. Now I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Let's go to shapes and see what we have. Okay, I'm thinking of doing clouds. I don't think we have clouds here. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, perfect. We're good to go. Actually, let's remove our background here. I kind of want to just make it a simple background. I know, I'm sorry, I just did all that work for nothing, but I at least showed you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and just go to shape here. Okay, we're gonna have this for the bucket icon, and we're gonna change this to green. We have our grass here, okay, whatever. And then above here, let's just make this higher. Let's tap on another shape, and this time we're gonna make this the sky. So let's go with little blue, okay, that's about what I want. Okay, let's just say this is the background here. This is just a little mini project you guys can do with me if you guys do it. And make sure you let me know by hashtag. I don't know what I actually do. I'll leave a hashtag here so you guys can put it in so I can see it. If you guys actually did it with me, if you guys didn't, then it just shows that my tutorials are useless. So I'm just pressing hold at this end, and I'm just gonna make the duration longer. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and zoom out. Press, and then we're just gonna make this longer. Okay, so we have this here. Now let's go ahead and make an animation or something like that. And now I'm just gonna be using shapes pretty much. You can do this with images as well, which I should do an image. Okay, let me search for an image real quick. Okay, so I do have this image here that is actually masked, so I'm gonna go ahead and enlarge that here. Okay, so now we're gonna tap on our image, and we're gonna go ahead and create an animation here. So simply go and move and transform, and this is the part where all the magic happens. So here, if you check here, this is keyframes. If you're familiar with Video Star, you should know what keyframes are. Oops, I added one. You should be familiar with what keyframes are. So let me just show you guys a quick and easy tutorial on how to use quick keyframes and all that good stuff. Here we have our curves, keyframes required. Okay, I know, I'm just trying to show. So this is where we have our graphs, as most people know it from Video Star. This is where we have graphs. Here we have our move and transform, which you can move left, right, up, down, whatever. Here we have rotating. I don't know if you guys saw that before. I use it as a rotation method. I use it to rotate. Here we have zoom in and zoom out. Here you guys can see that. And lastly we have skew, which you guys can see. You can create. Okay, let's go back into 0. Let's move this also back to 0. Okay, everything is good. We haven't moved anything. So yeah, make sure this is move and transform. You can move up, down, left, right, down, anything pretty much. This is to rotate, this is to enlarge your image, zoom in and zoom out, and this is skew. So what I want to do is at the beginning, okay, what does it show? That little dot there, I don't know if you guys can see that. But here we're just going to go ahead and simply add our first keyframe. So at 0, 0 is where I'm going to add my first one. So make sure you can see our time here. And I've added, immediately you guys can see that I've added a keyframe. So it looks like a little pyramid there. So that is what we want, a little diamond there. That is our keyframe. So for my first keyframe, I'm actually going to swipe here to move it to the other side here. Okay, once we've done that, we can go ahead and move our little timeline you can see there. And we're just going to continue moving. So at minute 1, I think I'm going to, second one. We're going to go ahead and make it come back here. And you guys see that line there? It's like exactly like Video Star. It just creates that. It should create the keyframe automatically for you. You should not have to click on this pyramid here to create a keyframe again. It should automatically do it for you. So you can see this immediately created for you. Okay, I'm gonna put my phone on mute because unfortunately it's making sounds. Okay, so we have that little, I don't know what you want to call it, transition there. Then let's go back to 0, let's go back to 3, 215, let's do 215. And like I said, we do not have to tap on the keyframe button. You guys can see that my touches, I did not click on it, it just should automatically add it for you. Okay, once we have that, I'm just gonna leave it there a little bit up. Then we're gonna move on to, we're at 15 to 30 to 3 minutes to 3 seconds. And we're gonna go back to our zoom option here. And we do not have a zoom keyframe, so it does not automatically add that for you. You have to actually make a zoom. When you're doing zoom in, zoom out, you have to add a keyframe. So let's tap on that. And I'm actually going to zoom out a little bit. And then we're going to go back to 3:30, which is 4 seconds. And we're going to go ahead and zoom in. So once we're zooming in, I'm going to go back up to move it and transform. Go 5 seconds, and now we're going to move it down back to where we came. So that is a really easy transition there. You can also edit the curve here so you guys can make it smoother. And I like to go with the last one here. You guys can hopefully see that. I don't know why I made such a long thing here if I'm not going to use it all, but okay, so we have that automatically. Okay, then we can go ahead and add an effect like motion blur to make it look more smooth. So I'm gonna click on this icon here, that's effects, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go to blur here, and I'm gonna click motion blur. So for some reason when I have a PNG, it doesn't. Let's just delete this effect here. It creates a white background, and that's something I don't like. So and I'm gonna go ahead and explain really quick about the presets here. So I'm gonna remove my mic because I have to charge my iPad, and once I use my mic, if I use my mic and charge my iPad at the same time, it creates this little buzzing noise, and I don't want to remake this voiceover again. So I'm gonna remove it now, and I'm gonna go ahead and add my charger. Okay, so hopefully my audio is not worse now because I was using a mic. So let's go ahead and I'm moving all my audio stuff here. So I do not like that effect that it did there. So we're gonna go ahead and head over to that keyframe there. And we're gonna add this, drag it here. So that is a really easy transition here. And now let's say you want to swipe this out of the way here. Let's go back to move and transform. And this is our last keyframe 5, so we're gonna go to 5, 15, or 16. You know, let's just go to 6, might as well. And we're gonna go ahead and slide this out. So like I said, it has already a keyframe there. You don't have to move it out, or you don't have to fix anything. Let's play this. Also, if you tap here, you can just go ahead and play without having to pause and play. So let me show you guys. I'm just holding. And that is a really easy step there. Now let's go ahead and let's do another one. Let's do something else. So I'm at a cloud there, and I'm at another one. Let's add another one. So I'm click duplicate layer, and let's just move it this size here. And I'm not adding a keyframe here. This is just me adjusting it. Okay, so we have our two clouds here. I'm gonna make them different colors. Let's do an orange, another one. Let's go with we have a pink cloud and a yellow cloud. So let's go ahead and expand this to about So let's just go ahead and quickly check when is our last keyframe. So it literally ends at 6:10. So that is the time that we want this to come in. We don't want it to come beforehand because it just go in front of our thing. So we can actually just move this here. So just hold and we can move it to 6:10. So you guys can see that I just dragged it up a little. So now I'm gonna go ahead and tap on my other layer, and I'm gonna also do the same thing. I'm gonna move it to about 610. Here you guys can see. Okay, now let's tap on our shape, and we're gonna go and move to and transform. And let's click on keyframe starting at 606. So we've just added a keyframe here, and I'm actually gonna make this go back here, and then at 6020. This is 625. So 625, we're gonna go ahead and move this into like just a little dragging moment here we have. And I'm gonna stop my video and I'm just save it just because my iPad sometimes turns off, so I'm just save this and I'll be back. Okay, so my video has been saved, so now let's go back to our second layer, which is the yellow cloud here. We're gonna go ahead and go to move and transform. Like I said, you can use pictures, anything. This is just a demonstration of how you guys can use these effects, the tools and everything, so you can just make just a simple edit here is what I'm trying to show you guys. So at 605, I'm gonna add a keyframe. Okay, for some reason it doesn't show it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just keyframe out of there. Then at 625, I think we add them back in. And now let's go back to move and transform, and now we're gonna go ahead and add effects. So add effect, and I think we can do blur here. And let's do blur here too. And we're gonna duplicate layer 3 times. And now we're actually gonna minimize our size, so let's go to zoom. And I can't see it, so I'm actually just make this so I can't see that layer. I only want to see this layer. I actually duplicated a cloud. I don't know if you guys can see this. So let's go ahead and you can also move them right here if you guys want. It's easier instead of using these icons here, because it just is so stiff. So let's move this. I want it to be somewhere there. Let's go ahead and delete this. This is actually not a I don't even know what it's called anymore. So let's turn the eye back on so we can be able to see this again. And I'm not adding any keyframes, so yeah. You can just go ahead and zoom out and zoom in from this here. It's way easier. And lastly, we have our last one here. Let's turn the eye on so we can see it. So So I don't think I added motion blur on this one. I'm not sure. Did I? I did actually add it. Okay, you guys can see it now. So I kind of wanted this to kind of do a little like zoom in and zoom out effect. So we're gonna go ahead and it's a 10:08 that we start this. So let's go back to move and transform, and we're gonna add our first keyframe there. And all we're gonna do is now we're gonna go ahead and zoom out and zoom in. So right now it's 175 pixels and then 243 pixels. For some reason you can't see it. What the heck? So I'm gonna zoom in. Then we're gonna go a little bit more further down. We're gonna zoom out. And then we're gonna go again. I don't think we added. No, we didn't add any here. So like I said, make sure you always add a keyframe every place. If you added a keyframe here, move on, just moving and transforming here. Move and transform. If you added a keyframe here on, like, I don't know how to call this part here. Pretty much where you've the up, down, left, right, up and down, whatever. If you added a keyframe there, it's only gonna stay there. So if you are trying to add a keyframe in another part, like in zoom in, skew, or rotating, it's not gonna work. You have to manually add a keyframe there. So let me add a keyframe here. Okay. 10:09. Let's go to 10:09. So I'm at a keyframe, and let's go ahead and zoom in. (10:15). Zoom out. Let's go ahead and keep going. I'm just adding these randomly now. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully you guys can. And now let's just add this to everywhere else. Okay, let's go to 10:09 now. And add a keyframe here. And actually, no, that's not where we want it. So you can just go ahead and take away keyframe by just typing it on it again. And let's go to zoom in and zoom out. So add a keyframe here. And we're just gonna keep going. And I'm adding these randomly wherever, it doesn't matter. What just happened there? So I'm gonna click the undo button because I didn't want that. And let's go ahead and go to the last one. We'll zoom in and we're gonna add a keyframe at 10:09 again. Let's see if we should add any exposure and gamma. I feel like we should kind of do this. Let's go with brightness and contrast. So add a keyframe and we're gonna go ahead and go with 10.14 and we're gonna go ahead and go here. You guys can lightly see that opacity is really low, but you guys can see the keyframes. So I'm gonna just go ahead and dim that out. And we're gonna go ahead and do it back in. once again. So hopefully you guys are understanding the tutorial. You guys are not. If you guys have any more questions or anything else you guys want me to go into depth about, make sure you let me know in the comment section. So let's add an effect and let's go to color and light, and we're going to go to brightness and contrast. So here let's remember add a keyframe, and here I'm actually going to do it different this time. So here let's go back up, let's go back down, and lastly let's go to the other one, and here I'm going to actually zoom in and zoom out keyframe because we didn't add it. So let's go to effects, add effect, color and light, and we're going to go brightness and contrast. Did we even add? Okay, we didn't add a keyframe, so let's add the keyframe. So let's go ahead and play this here. So we have done so far. This is all I'm gonna pretty much show you guys. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and add a text. Should I add text? I don't know if we should or not. Let's go to the cloud and see if we can add an effect here or make it something. We should do hue shift. Let's do hue shift. Keyframe. So I'm adding these keyframes wherever, it doesn't really matter anymore, honestly, to me. Add effect, color and light. I'm gonna go to hue shift again. Keyframe, and we're just gonna go ahead, go with purple. Okay, now lastly, let's play this again. Okay guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you guys did, let me know by leaving a like and commenting down below. If you guys have any more questions, thank you so much and see you in my next video.